All right, let's dive into the fascinating world of zebras. We're going deep today, folks.
Sound exciting.
Got some great excerpts here all about zebras. You ready to get striped?
Absolutely. Zebra is always a crowd pleaser.
Definitely. And, I think we all know the basics, right? Black and white, run around Africa.
Right.
But there's so much more to these animals than meets the eye. Right?
Oh, definitely. Layers upon layers.
So we're going to uncover all those layers today, like what makes them so unique, different types, the challenges they face, all that good stuff.
We're going to dig deep.
Dig deep. But first things first, that iconic look, right? Those stripes. I mean, come on, they're like fingerprints. Each zebra has a unique pattern. How cool is that?
It's amazing, isn't it? And there's so much debate about why they have them.
Yeah, the big question, right? Why stripes?
Exactly. Camouflage is a popular theory. Blending into the tall grasses, hiding from predators.
Makes sense. Lions are probably pretty hungry out there.
Right. But then there's the predator confusion theory. Imagine a whole herd running, all those stripes just blurring together.
Whoa, yeah. Can't focus on just one.
Exactly. Makes it much harder for a predator to pick one out.
That's brilliant. So stripes for survival, I like it.
Absolutely. And, it doesn't stop there. There's also the idea that stripes help regulate body temperature.
Oh, yeah, I read about that. Something about black stripes absorbing heat and white reflecting it.
Exactly. Creates a subtle temperature difference across the zebra's body. It might even help with airflow, keeping them cool in that African sun.
Wow. So many functions packed into those stripes. Nature's pretty amazing, isn't it?
It really is. And speaking of amazing, you might be surprised to learn that zebras are actually related to horses.
Oh, yeah. I remember reading about that. They're both in the Equidae family, right?
That's right, Equidae. You can definitely see the family resemblance. Those long, powerful legs built for speed.
Yeah, but zebras have definitely taken that equine heritage in a whole different direction with those stripes.
Oh, absolutely. A bold statement for sure.
Definitely a bold statement. But you know what else is interesting? Zebras are super social animals, right?
Yeah.
Like they have these complex family structures within their herds.
Oh, yeah. Incredibly social. Strong family bonds, that's for sure. You'll usually find a stallion leading a group of mares in their foals.
A real family man.
Exactly. And then these family groups can join up to form larger herds. I mean, we're talking hundreds, even thousands of zebras sometimes.
Wow. That's a lot of stripes in one place.
Right. And they're not just standing around being pretty, they're constantly communicating.
So they're chatty.
Oh, yeah. Brays, barks, snorts. They've got a whole vocabulary for maintaining those social structures, warning each other about danger, even expressing emotions.
So that, like the gossips of the savannah.
Maybe. We just don't know what they're saying.
They're probably juicy. Anyway, all that socializing and running around must build up an appetite. What keeps these guys fueled?
Well, they're grazers primarily, so their diet is mainly grasses, and their teeth are perfectly designed to grind up those tough fibers.
Like little lawnmowers.
Basically. But they can be pretty resourceful, too. They'll eat leaves, bark, even shrubs if they have to.
Talk about adaptable. So stripes, family ties, social butterflies, and adaptable eaters. What else makes them so unique?
Well, you mentioned size earlier. Zebras are actually pretty impressive in that department. They can reach up to 5 feet tall at the shoulder,
Wow, taller than I thought.
And they can weigh anywhere from 400 to 900 pounds, depending on the species.
That's a lot of zebra. And speaking of species, I know there are different types of zebras.
Oh, yeah. There are 3 main ones. Plain zebra, gravy zebra, and the mountain zebra.
Okay, tell me about the plain zebra. I feel like that's the one we see in all the pictures.
Right, the classic zebra. Bold, wide stripes. They're the most common type.
Okay, what about gravy zebra?
They're the largest. They have narrower stripes and a really distinctive white belly.
Cool. And the mountain zebra, what sets them apart?
They have this cool feature called a dewlap, which is a fold of skin hanging from their throat.
A dewlap, huh? What's that for?
We're not entirely sure, but it might play a role in communication or display.
Interesting. They also have super tough hooves, right?
Yeah, those hooves help them navigate all that rocky terrain in the mountains.
Very cool. So 3 different species, each adapted to its own environment. It's amazing how nature works.
It really is. But, not all zebra species are doing so well. Some are facing some real challenges, conservation-wise.
Yeah, that's the sad part of the story, right?
It is. So plain zebras are doing okay for now, but grevies and mountain zebras are considered vulnerable or even endangered.
That's heartbreaking. What's causing those issues?
Habitat loss is a big one. Human development encroaching on their territory.
Makes sense. We keep expanding and they need space.
Exactly. And then there's competition with livestock for resources.
Oh, right. They're all grazing on the same land.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
then there's hunting, poaching, all the usual suspects, unfortunately.
It's a reminder that we need to do better, right? Protect these animals and their homes.
Absolutely. Conservation efforts are crucial. We need to protect and restore their habitats, manage livestock grazing carefully, and stop illegal hunting.
It's all connected, isn't it? Like,
Hmm.
protecting zebras isn't just about saving one species. It's about the whole ecosystem.
You got it. Healthy grasslands benefit everyone, not just the zebras. It's about biodiversity.
Right. The big picture. Well, this has been an incredible deep dive into the world of zebras. Those stripes are just the beginning, huh?
Just the tip of the iceberg.
We've uncovered so much, their complex lives, their adaptations, the threats they face, their relationship to horses. It's all fascinating. But before we go, I got to ask, those stripes, they're good at confusing predators, but could they inspire us?
Inspire us.
Yeah, like new camouflage patterns based on zebra stripes, or maybe even crowd control strategies from their herd behavior. I mean, nature's a pretty good problem solver.
You know, that's a really interesting thought. Nature often holds the key to some pretty innovative solutions. Maybe there's something there.
Something to think about. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of zebras. Keep those stripes in mind, folks. Keep exploring.
Absolutely. And until next time, stay curious.
Stay curious.